Welcome to Alex Recapped. Today I would like to introduce to you a very interesting movie. The story is about a rich but spoiled young man. He always gives his father a headache. How does he change his temper? Let's enjoy the movie. This guy is drinking and driving overspeed. He has been stopped by the police and fined. He pulls out a lump of money and throws it in the face of the police. But this policeman still stops him. But he doesn't pay attention and still rushes forward. In the end, the policeman falls and breaks his leg. This rich guy is taken to prison. But he is used to this. And this father has to constantly sponsor his son. Even the police feels pity for him. He offered to lock up the billionaire's son for a year. But the billionaire father refuses. The rich man is dragged out by his father, who is really helpless with his son, feeling like he is going insane. When billionaire father Pavel seems to give up on his son, the mistress tells him a plan. She knows a guy who works as a consultant for horror movies. So through the introduction of his girlfriend, the billionaire father gets acquainted with John. After learning about the condition of Alex, John asks whether Pavel agrees to use all the tricks or not. And the story begins here. One evening, Alex has just stepped out of a bar when he sees his car being towed away. He chases, but as soon as he runs into the alley, he falls into a coma. After Alex regains consciousness, he finds himself in rags and still lying in an old abandoned wooden house. His slave friend Anton comes to urge Alex to go to work. But he seems so tired. Alex searches for his phone everywhere. Anton then says, "Brother, what's wrong with you?" Alex thinks he has been kidnapped and wants to escape from this place. He runs and says he would call the police. But he discovers that all around are dressed in rags. When he runs to the fence, he is stopped by a black bear. Alex is madly indignant. Why is everything so strange? Where's the plane, the car, the internet? Anton seems to have absolutely no idea what Alex is saying. At this moment, the butler also arrives. He ties Alex up and takes him straight to the execution stand. Alex says he would sue the lawyer against them, but no one cares. Even when he is strapped around his neck, Alex assumes this is just a nightmare. But when he opens his eyes, nothing changes. Fortunately, at this moment, the beautiful lady of the landlord comes. She asks to spare Alex, but the butler does not dare to disobey the landlord. The landlord's son says that whoever dares to run away should be hanged. Otherwise, they will all run away. At this time, the landlord also comes. The beautiful girl asks him to forgive Alex. The landlord agrees to his daughter's request. At this moment, inside a nearby windmill, a group of people are quietly observing everything. It turns out that this is the plan of John and his billionaire father. This rich guy thinks he has traveled back to ancient times. Actually, this is all a plan that the father comes up with to change his son. The rich guy is brought to the town in the 19th century as a slave. The villagers in town are all actors. The billionaire father is far away observing his son's every move. But changing a person's personality in a short time is extremely difficult. In the extra room of the cast, they receive their next script. Alex thinks he's gone through space, saying it's like he's on a movie. Anton has a feeling that he has been exposed. What movie? But Alex couldn't notice anything out of the ordinary and even tells him it is a color film, of course. But in your day and age, you probably don't know what TV is. Seeing this, the crowd breathe a sigh of relief. One day Alex is going horse herding, when suddenly he sees the mistress sitting crying. Alex immediately steps forward to comfort. This is perhaps an important change. Alex has empathy for the difficulties of others. The mistress is forced by her father to marry an old landowner she does not love. Alex feels this is a good thing. Then he gives his fruit to the mistress as a consolation. And Alex, who has not eaten meat for a long time, decides to steal chicken to improve his meal. Moreover, he is extremely selfish, eating the whole chicken by himself. Friend Anton gets no share of the chicken. Shortly after, the chicken theft is revealed. All slaves are captured. The butler gives them two options. If someone confesses to the crime, they will only be beaten 10 times, otherwise, one random person will be forced to beat 50 times. But Alex is a coward and does not dare to confess. Anton is chosen to be beaten. Looks like the transformation has failed this time. Alex has no sympathy and does not dare to take responsibility. The father is extremely disappointed. Alex sees Anton's injured body with no guilt at all. Other side, Avayan is checking on backup actor. She discovers that an actor is wearing a watch, and also picks up a shell of chocolate candy at the scene. She says that if they mess up, they would be fired immediately. As soon as she finishes speaking, one of the actor reveals her modern underwear. Alex boldly rushes over to check. Fortunately, Lisa is quick to hide her clothes so that she would not be discovered. Then Alex also feels a little rude for the girl. He takes the initiative to find Lisa and ask for her forgiveness. This action makes the billionaire father smile happily, finally seeing his son's progress. The most awaited evening has finally arrived. This is a ceremony that gives the opportunity to single people to find their life partner. Alex sees Lisa sitting alone, so he takes the initiative to start a conversation, tells her about the stories of the 21st century. From the phone to the plane, Lisa also pretends to be innocent. At this moment, Anton comes and says that the mistress is going to the river. Hopefully nothing will happen. This statement makes Alex worried. He remembers that the mistress is being forced by her father to marry an old landowner. She must have been thinking about it and is about to commit suicide. Alex quickly runs to the river and saves her. And the mistress wants to use her body to repay Alex for saving her life. Unexpectedly, he just leaves. This makes the father find it extremely difficult to believe. Then Alex goes back to the campfire and looks for Lisa. Seeing Alex approaching actor's room, the director asks everyone to put on costumes. Alex knocks on the door. He just wants to talk to Lisa. But she uses the reason that her father's health is not good, so she refuses to meet Alex. The director sees this scene and immediately changes the plot. Make supporting actress Lisa the main character. One day, the butler runs in and shouts that something big has happened. He told the landlord that his son gets drunk in town. He then rides his horse into a security guard. Fortunately, the other party let it go. But the son thinks he is a noble and doesn't even apologize. Now they need someone to plead guilty on behalf of the landlord's son. And Alex is the one who is targeted by the landlord. If he agrees, they promise to set him free. Before leaving, Alex leaves half a melon to Anton. In the Citadel, Alex is beaten more than 20 times. The billionaire father does not dare to stand and watch his son is hit. When Alex comes to ask for his free, the landlord's son turns face. What freedom? Until death, you are just a slave. Alex is furious, but he finally gives in. The following days are extremely sweet for Alex. He and Lisa have fun days together. And Alex also gradually adapts to life in the 19th century. Meanwhile, the landlord's son and daughter gradually have feeling for each other. This scene is later seen by Alex and Lisa. Actually, Lisa and the landlord's son are a couple. Alex sees that Lisa looks unhappy, so he makes a dinner inside the stables. Then the two lay down to watch the moon together. Alex says he is humiliated by the landlord's son. He really wanted to hit him, but finally, he found himself in that son. Lisa is also touched by Alex's change. Only then does she discover that she is in love with him. The director team see this scene and happily celebrate together. Then they put the climax in. The director invites professional martial arts actors to invade the village. A father fights to death to protect his daughter. Alex faces with the scene of Lisa's being arrested. He begins to hesitate. Anton encourages him to fight for Lisa, but Alex withdraws. Lisa is extremely distressed and shouts his name out loud. Alex turns around to look at the girl, but he is still a coward and leaves. Everyone is so disappointed. The father learns that this play will not work for Alex at all. At the same time, the father is about to shoot anesthetic at Alex. He stands thoughtfully for a long time. All things happened go before his eyes, time of insatiable play, and the wonderful time he spent with Lisa. He becomes more steadfast, then he rides a white horse. Holding a wooden stick, he returns to the place of his lover, bravely fights the invaders and takes Lisa away. The two spurs their horses into the woods, like prince and princess. Then they go to a gas station. This makes Alex extremely confused. Alex is then hit and passes out. When Alex regains consciousness, his father informs him, that day, after leaving the bar, he chased after a trailer. And was hit by a car and was in a coma for 3 months. Alex returns to a young rich man life. His personality has also changed. He actively goes to find the police he injured and sincerely apologizes. Until one day, when he meets the landlord brothers at the bar, he realizes that the previous events are not a dream. With the two of them leading, Lisa and Alex meet again. After learning the truth, knowing his father's preoccupation, Alex is very grateful. The old playboy boy finally becomes a good person. The movie ends here. See you again.